You get to start over.
Okay. All right. So anyways, so this is meant to inspire people to fully leverage using the magazine to shine a light on the difference they're making, and importantly, reach out and inspire people that they too have it within them. And what I love is everybody that we get attracted to around the magazine, they really get that. They get that. Some people don't. Okay, some people still see it as, oh, how many reaches do you have? And we have a lot of impressions. It's about that. But it really is a publication that is meant to connect with someone's heart, to shine a light on the difference that you're making in the world, but even more importantly, to reach out and inspire others that they too have it within them. Okay, we see a world of 1 million whys. We see a new ROI for the world. It's not a publication where it's about, hey, look at me, I'm in a magazine. We really believe, okay, that's a nice energy, but it doesn't really ultimately serve the world. Okay, what really serves the world is when we have great people like you that really, say, this is my time to shine, but not from a place of ego, but from a place of, I want to give others permission to shine. And what I love is that at a heart level, all of you guys on the screen, I know you guys get that. That's why I'm so excited you're here with me on this call. So I'm really blessed and honored to have Mo join me, in co-creating this Zoom call tonight, because when we launched the health and wellness issue in the summer, an explosive issue, probably one of the most explosive issues Defyeneurs has launched, but hey, we got more to come with influence. Okay, we're not even going to touch too much on that tonight, but but anyways, so with the health and wellness issue, what Jerry and I created was a kind of a video, a training video. We called it 5 Insights to really fully leverage this platform to shine a light on what you're doing. So in that, so we created that video, and I'm sure a lot of people watched it, but what we were really inspired with was Mo shared with us exactly how she went through all of those insights and she took action, and then she shared with us the impact that it was having. And when someone just takes action like that, I'm just so inspired. So I wanted her to be on the call with me tonight so that as I go through the 5 different insights on how to really fully leverage your platform, Mo can come in and really share how she took action and how she lived that insight and the impact it had on her. Is that okay? Hi, Connie.
That's great.
Yeah. Okay. So, hi, Connie. We're just getting started here. Okay. The call's being recorded. So we're going to go into, first of all, so again, the magazine is a platform to shine a light on the difference you're making in the world. Okay. And each platform comes with 100 copies of the magazine. Every issue we consider actually to be almost like your brochure. It's a work of art. It's not only because you're in the magazine, but there's the energies, the other energies that you're part of make it explosive. So once the magazine is published, everybody gets their 100 copies. So what we suggested was that you create your list right away. Okay, you create a list of people. If you kind of have it in mind in your head who you might want to share this with, it's a very random and not a very intentional thing. Okay, and we all know all of you are up to greatness and you are up to inspiring people. So we want you to get really intentional with that. Create a list. So we suggest a list of top 50 people, prospects, heavy hitters, people you really want to touch and inspire with the greatness you're up to in the world. Okay, so people in your network, people that you want to get to know better. So those top 50 people, know who they are, okay? So you can maximize the usage of that platform for yourself. The other 50 can be colleagues, brand ambassadors, people that you want to thank for being on this journey with you. So again, a very intentional list that you're creating. And again, this goes beyond when you're making that list, don't think of it when you're making it as, hey, look at me, I want to show you I'm in a magazine, but who do I want to inspire that I'm shining a light on what I'm doing, right? So, and again, we said with that, take with each, so I'll let Mo talk about first before I go on, how you did that, how you took action, Mo.
Okay, cool. Great. And hello, everyone. Happy to share. So first of all, I decided through my past learnings that if I didn't take action immediately, then I would put it aside and go, I'll do it next week. I'll never get to it. So when that video came out, I sat down right away and I made my list. I made my list of 50 people and I broke it up, just as you said, Angela. I actually looked through my contact list and I carefully selected 20 to 25 people that impacted my life. And I considered this as a gift. And I'll tell you what I did with each of them. But then I selected another 20 to 25 of people that I work with in the industry or in a health-related industry or outside of the industry, including family, who I wanted them to know more about what I do so that I could connect with them on a business opportunity or just to let them know what I'm up to for the last couple of years. So those included people in the media, conference organizers I wanted to work with, organizations such as Apple. Now I'm blessed because I think many of us on the line know Jay Blahnik. So Jay at Apple, I wanted to let them know this is what I do and here's who I'm connected with. I was as proud to be in the magazine, not just for the beautiful profile that Jerry brought to life, but the people that were in the magazine, including the two of the people on the line tonight. So I took the opportunity to leverage the other networks to share. This is who I hang out with. These are the people that are part of what defines me. Mm-hmm. And then the last group, so I sent out 60 magazines altogether. And then the last group were just to friends that I wanted to inspire. Mm-hmm. And those I work with, but friends that maybe aren't in fitness and health and they need a little bit of help. One being my sister. I wanted her to know that this is great information and that she could read about health and she could read the profiles. She could also read the columns and she could use the 28-day calendar and start to really understand that each day is a focus on how to get healthier. So that kind of stuff. Mm-hmm. What I did with each of those magazines is I followed what the Angela and Jerry said, and this is a tip that I'll save you with. I went to, and I chose to do this. It costs a little bit more money, but I went to the Clear Bags Canada .ca. It's just called sales at clearbags.ca. Clear Bags, that's it, plural, .ca, 1-888-436-6197. I ordered the clear cellophane envelopes. Mm-hmm. And they're beautiful because there you go.
Michael got his.
And then I did a label, and in it I stuck a personal card. Yeah. And because I didn't have a lot of time, the card was generic. It said to the 3 different groups, thank you for contributing to my career. I'm grateful for your contribution to, where I am today in my life. Much gratitude, Mo. Then the other group was, thank you for trusting me, over the years with sharing my knowledge. And that was the group that went out to the media, the conference organizations, and the freelance writers. Mm-hmm. And then the third group was to the people that are just part of my life. And I just wanted to say how grateful I was to be connected to all these wonderful people. And I wanted to share them with you. Mm-hmm. And then I went out and I bought stamps. Actually, I gave my honey-do list to my husband to go buy me my stamps. And I had it all sitting there. And all I had to do was like a little assembly line, make the card, process, put it in the envelope, slip the card in, put the label on. And I just got my assistant to print off the addresses. Mm-hmm. Lastly, this is the part that I think is really key on this whole making the list, was not for all of them, but for many of them that I wanted to make an impact with for future business. I actually emailed them to tell them that this was coming.
Great. Okay.
And I wanted to share something special with you, to look forward to it. And I'm going to encourage you to download the app for the, what do you call it? The QR code, because I wanted to share my interview so that each of these profiles became a live interview. So when you receive it, don't forget to download your QR code. And I look forward to hearing, your thoughts. It did generate one interview. And then, of course, I think for those that know me on this Zoom webinar, you know that it created a lot of conversation at World Fitness Expo. It became not just a business card, but it became a gift. And that's how I looked at it. And people were amazed when they received that gift. I got emails back, I got phone calls, and anyone that I gifted in person, I did what Jerry also said was I took a photo and I put it on social media.
Okay.
So, and that way it had life to it, and it really was remarkable. I gifted this to, I think 4 continents in the world. So I did Europe, England, Australia, New Zealand, North America. I feel like I'm missing somebody. Oh, and Beijing.
Okay.
So yeah, it got around the world, and that's basically the first big step was actually do something with the magazines, get them out, and make that list right away and gather. The hard part is gathering the addresses for people, but it's well worth it because the gift that you get to share, goes beyond just that first touch.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks, Mo. Thanks for sharing that. And you went further with the crystal clear bags. Again, I think it's clearbags.com or something like that. And clearbags.ca. Yeah. And I'll get the specific, I don't have the specific size, but I'll get that for people and I'll email it off. Do you have it? No?
Yeah, there's different. So I'm on the website right now. There's Frosty Clear. That's probably what you got.
No.
And then the size, there's 55 millimeter, 105, or 133.
You know what, Natalie? I'm going to get the exact size for you, okay?
Yeah.
But it would be totally crystal clear, okay?
And it only cost me for 100, $38-40.
Yeah.
Okay.
And also what Mo mentioned in there, including the card, and in the card, again, maybe a specific intention and a follow-up. I'd love to follow up and schedule a call, a meeting, what I'm up to and things like that. That goes a long way. In the days of right now, social media, there's very little, like Jerry always likes to say, there's not a lot of connection, handwritten notes, a connection with the heart. Everything is so quick by text and things like that, and so much gets lost. And when people get those kind of touches, it goes a long way, right? So thanks for sharing that, Mo. I so appreciate that. And like I said, what I was so impressed with Mo is she's busy. Everybody's so busy, but action right away, right away. Okay.
That day.
Because you're just gonna, life takes over. So the second action step that Mo did, we suggested to host a launch party. Okay, and this is you shining a light in the world, celebrating yourself, but again, not from this. I got a little bit of an echo here. Can you guys hear it?
Yeah, but you're good.
You're good. Okay. So this is you, celebrating, shining a light in the world. And so it inspires other people. So what I loved about what Mo was open to is having a launch party. Hey, I really want to share with you what I'm up to. And I know, because I know it's in you too. So that was really exciting. Everything we suggested, Mo was open to. Yeah, let's have a party. Any reason to have a party. So can you speak to that, Mo, and how the impact of that?
Well, yes, I can do that. And I would strongly recommend that no matter how busy you are, have a launch party, because the social media buzz that creates went really far to create curiosity. What was this about? I invited, of course, being lucky that we had some of the people in the magazine all within the same area, but invite the people that are really important in your life or the people you want to do business with to join you. And because it was in the summer, we opened our house to it, but you don't have to make it fancy at all. In fact, we served light beverages, light snacks, and it was more about the meet and greet.
Mm-hmm.
And
that feels?
we did it on a Saturday afternoon, cocktail hour, and it didn't last very long. I think it was some people lingered around for a bit, but I would say keep it to 90 minutes to 2 hours, depending on how social you like to get. But the key, and it's right behind me, is everybody that came to my party. And what I'd say is, if you've got the leverage of somebody in the magazine in your neighborhood, invite them too, because then they can invite their people and you can make it even more impactful. But think about inviting somebody that is a significant mover and shaker, or somebody in the media, somebody that has some leverage in your world that can help lift you up to a different level. So I was lucky enough to have Jerry and Angela come to London, but it doesn't mean that you have to have Angela and Jerry to have a party. You create it depending on what your focus wants to be. We invited, you shouldn't invite more than about 25. You can invite as many as you like, actually, but I think we had about 25 people, and everybody that came got a copy of the magazine. So that was where my other magazine copies went, if they didn't already have their own, because they were part of the magazine profile. So for example, Kim and Crystal, who came, were already in the magazine, so they already had their own, but you give them a copy. Otherwise, invite them to bring their own, and then you get people signing it and commenting on it. You have your collection issue with comments that then you can show and tell to people when you show them your magazine, when you're having meetings with them. So I carry my copy around that I had people sign, the other members of the magazine. I just want to show you something quickly. I'm going to back up here. I don't know if you can see it. But I created it's kind of like a photo frame. I don't know if you see this, but I went to M&T Print and I framed image from the magazine cover around the border of this frame. It cost me seriously $15. And then when people came to my house, everybody that stepped in the front door, they went behind the frame at the party and we got their photo.
Yeah, it was fun.
That was great.
That's
It was really
brilliant.
cool.
Yeah.
And it's super fun and it's easy to do. You just send it on to your printing company. They make it as light, easy, and it's quite portable as well. So I took it to Canva Pro as well. But this is what creates the marketing, because everybody that walked in the door, whether it was a neighbor, whether it was somebody in the magazine or my special guest, and then you hashtag the magazine title, hashtag them. You then connect them. So tag the person in the video in the photo, and then it goes out to their network, which is what gives this magazine lots of life. Mm-hmm. So this was the only prop I really invested in for my launch party, and I still have it and I still use it.
And it was really fun.
And nobody got past the door.
No,
and everybody wanted to take more photos with all their friends and their own person. So this is the best tool, and I'd recommend that if you're going to have your party, this is like having your Christmas tree and everybody wants to stand by it to get their photo.
Yeah, and it's kind of including everybody in the energy of it. Everybody got their picture taken. And if you, thank you so much, Mo, when you have these launch parties, even if we're not there, I mean, Natalie, we'd love to fly out to Vancouver, and maybe we will, okay, because we love Vancouver. But Jerry, if you did want Jerry and I to come, we could Zoom or Skype in or whatever. And if we can make it out, oh my goodness, we love to party. And we always look at this, the Defyeneurs energy it's an energy, it's a movement. So anything we can do, like it doesn't stop with the magazine, anything we can do to support and surround the greatness that you're up to, because we feel the more that we do that for each other, like everybody just benefits, and it's just amazing. So If you want us there and we can get there, we will do whatever we can to get there. Okay. So thank you.
I had to throw one more point in. Actually, great. I would, if you have access to putting somebody on Zoom.
Yeah.
We told everybody, be here by 4:15 because Toscarino is going to be on Zoom, right?
Yes.
So it was like that special guest appearance, and that created even more buzz. So think about zooming in somebody like Jerry or Angela or somebody else in the magazine because they'd be flattered, number one. And two, they'd spend a few minutes with you, and that would help create the message. So I just wanted to add that in because it did create a lot of fun having everybody around our bar listening to Tosca speak.
Yeah. And yeah, that's a good point, Mo. At your launch party, when you're zooming in, like even, let's say, even more people than myself and Jerry, it creates this energy. We're all connected. We're all supporting each other. People at your party are going to go, wow, what are you part of? You know, because most people out in the world, you got to do it on your own, right? Defyeneurs is about surrounding you with this really amazing, gracious energy. So just moving on to the next one, this is about your live interview, okay? As all of you know, every platform comes with this explosive live interview. And I don't know any other magazine that does this the way we do. Defyeneurs is a very interactive medium. And we really want to, moving forward, help people really, really maximize and leverage this live interview. So when all the live interviews are in the magazine as a scan code, okay? So really easy to download a scan code onto your phone, but it's so easy to blast that out to your universe, okay? Put it on, I know I mentioned this to Mo and she did it right away, put it on your email signature. The live interview, put the link on your email signature, put it on your website, put it on your Facebook, copy the link and text it to your universe. So I know after I meet with a potential client, I might follow up that meeting with sharing with them my live interview from the Defyeneurs publication. Because what the live interview captures in another essence is like even more of what you're up to. So, hey, just wanted to share this. So you've just left them with the magazine, but then you're sharing with them the another inspiring piece. So I know, Mo, you did that really well. You've been like really sharing your live interview very well.
And it's because I really didn't realize the power of that. And you said to do it, and it's so easy to do. You just, you have the link and you just fire it away. And then where I used it was beforehand as a pre-launch for when the magazine came out. I wanted to let people know so that if they really wanted to copy, here's how. Mm-hmm. I used it after the launch as a follow-up at Canfit Pro when people wrote me about women who influence. I sent my link. I said, share it with your friend. And I used it as an opportunity to say, come to, Women Who Influence next year. And then it's great to just include in everything you've got. So once you set it up, it just takes over on its own. And then you just have to remember to remind people that this is available for them. Mm-hmm. And that's where the real gems come out, is in the live interview.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah, it does. And, people hear and learn in multiple ways. So the fact that you have, a publication, then you have a live interview, then add on to that, the whole publication is live online. So right now, the Visionaries issue is live online, even before the actual print version comes on. So that's another thing. The whole thing is live online. So there's just so many things that you can share with people. And again, from an energy to inspire them. It's not a, hey, look at me. It's this, I just got to share this with you. I'm so excited. I know you got it in you too. And I just want to inspire you around that, right? So Mo, you've been really amazing at that.
Well, thank you. But I can't take the credit. I just decided to be really coachable on this project, working with you too. And I decided that I would capture and learn great new business habits in the process. The other thing I have done is I stuck a notice in my Outlook on Monday mornings. That's when I'd reach out to one new person every single day, and I'd put it on Mondays so I could figure out who those 7 people would be. Mm-hmm. I haven't been 100% perfect on it, but I've reached out to more people with my link than I have otherwise.
Yeah.
So Mondays is my planning day where I send out that link and say, have a great week. I wanted to share this with you. You know, download it, listen to it. It'll really change your thought process around ABC or whatever it was.
I like that suggestion, Mo, because Jerry often, I've got my schedule because it's so busy blocked off, and to have during the week and to have a block in your week, it might be every Wednesday morning from 9 to 9:30. I share the Defyeneurs energy. I share my platform with someone in my universe. I share the links. So it might just be, otherwise you never get to it because we're all up to so many things and you're on to the next thing. But there's so much energy to be captured in this, right? So, blocking off that time is a really great idea. So I'm just going to go through just a few more. Share, one of the actions, share everybody's profile, share the energy of the magazine. Just share the other platforms. There's other platforms that people resonate with and that can inspire them. When you see, this is really, really amazing to do. When you see any conversation on social media, tap into it. Tap into that conversation. If we see Michael talking about Defyeneurs and his platform and what he's up to, as other Defyeneurs, other platforms tap into that conversation. But here's the thing, here's a really great way to tap into it. You can do it from hey, congratulations, you're in a magazine, or let's level that up and go, and when you're tapping into a conversation, say, hey, Michael, I know you're inspiring people up to greatness. The person that's in the conversation, inspire them to check out the magazine because that might inspire greatness in them, in that person. So just in that conversation, have it be more than, congratulations, but we want to inspire people to join the conversation, to join energy, right? To join in the energy. And also with the sharing, there's the 28-day plan in every issue. And I think that's underutilized, and moving forward, especially with influence, that's a plan that we pull together based on everyone's energy. So, as Mo was sharing the magazine, let's say with her sister, to inspire her to new levels of health and wellness, you can specifically reference that 28-day plan. We embed in meditations into the plan. You can use it in your own coaching if you wish, things like that. But Mo, do you have anything that you want to share around the sharing with everybody?
Those are all really, really great tips. I love the importance of edifying, and not just saying, hey, congratulations, Michael, but edify and invite others to check out a story, and then something as a definer to say what you really are impressed with in Michael's profile, even if you don't know him, but you've read the profile. Yeah. So that's really powerful, because that third-party testimonial is way more impactful than just Michael saying, hey, this is my profile. Right. So I really love that. Mm-hmm. And it's a great way for you to connect with however many, how many, 14 different networks. People are going to read your comments about Michael, and they're going to say, oh, wow, Michael works with Maureen Hagan, or, Maureen works with Michael Doyle. Wow, they're, obviously they've got something going on. So together, everyone lifts each other up. Yeah. That's really powerful. And lastly, when I was striving for inspiration to write some tips for my own work, I just read all the actual tips. You can share those. These people are just as important as the profiles themselves, and they have their networks. So do not underestimate the contributory tip profiles and columns, because they're really great stuff that you can share on as messages in your writing, etc.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks so much, Mo. And so I know there's been, in sharing the energy and connecting with people, there's actually been some really great relationships that have formed amongst the platforms. So it's great to see that too, right? Everybody just, connecting and supporting each other's work. It's amazing, right? There's no hierarchy, there's no anything like that. It's just, you know, we're all one, and we're just, you know, all here to support each other. So the last thing I want to touch on is, Jerry mentioned this in the video. Do your own video once you receive the publication. Do some videos. Have yourself flipping through the publication. And so people are going, what's that? What's, you know, stop on one of the platforms. So if it's Mo flipping through her publication, she might stop on Michael's or Natalie's, you know, and go, oh my God, I never knew this about Natalie. Oh, this is so inspiring. I know someone that should read this, you know, and things like that. Get specific about it, you know, because, you know, and then it's not all about you. It's about you wanting to really inspire something in someone else. And that's the ROI we're talking about.
Yeah.
You know, I know you're really, when you share the publication, we always see you taking a picture with it, which is explosive. It's like, you know, you create this fascination and intrigue. What's she up to? Oh my God. And then the videos as well that you create are phenomenal. So I just wanted
Well, you guys, with Facebook Live, create an event. Let people know that Saturday at 4, you're going live and you have something incredibly amazing to share. And that's when you can do your video and flip through it and have the conversation. And if you want some inspiration on how to do that, you know, I just get it from watching Jerry go through his. You know, I've watched it a few times now. He did it on Saturday, talked about his birthday, he talked about the people in his life, and that inspires you. So make it an event that you're going to then do this, and at the same time you're promoting the issue and talking about others, but yet you inviting them to join you. Let them know specific time, and that way you can have a really good live interaction with those that actually join you. So it's kind of having your own launch party on social media.
Yeah. Thanks so much, Mo. We want you to know, I'm going to open it up for a few questions if anybody has any, but I want you guys to know, like, every Defyeneurs really is, it's not a publication, it's an energy that we want to feel wraps around people, you know, and every issue launches into, you know, a whole new kind of energy. Health and wellness led us into the Visionaries issue, which is, you know, getting set to launch. And then influence is like already, oh my God, the buzz around it is like crazy. Okay. And we're always getting better and better at shining a light and importantly, reaching out and inspire others. So the influence initiative will be off the charts leading into a book. And I know, you know, we've been really graced with, like, I always love it selfishly when, you know, the people that get attracted to this movement never go away, because I feel really connected to them. So it's a great honor that each, you know, kind of theme and issue unfolds, and we still get to unfold new levels of greatness together, which is what influence is going to be all about. It's going to be a fascinating conversation, creating conversation about what actually creates influence and how do we influence, right? Because the world is at a point, a tipping point, we like to say, where we're needing to influence even more impactful change, and it's everyday people that are going to make that happen. So with that, I want to thank you, Mo, for everything that you shared, and for, you know, really fully sharing with us how you've leveraged and this platform for yourself. We love being on this journey with you, so thank you for that. But are there any questions we can answer? Mo can answer, I can answer. Anybody have anything? If not,
I think I got lots of helpful. Sorry, go ahead.
Nope, go ahead.
I think I got lots of helpful tips for sure, like the whole launch party thing and having someone, you know, Zoom in or Skype into it. That's really cool. You actually have to be there, and it can kind of build hype, plus they feel included. And just the whole point, we all get busy and have projects. So I think the main 3 things I got from it is set a powerful intention, build a plan, and just share it. Like, you know, time block it and share it. And you can utilize the tips. You can utilize the 28-day plan, utilize the live profiles, live interview. I think it's, I got a lot of great stuff there.
Okay.
Yeah.
And Michael, you have your book that you're really wanting to profile as well. So see this as something that can magnify that as well. And any way that we can help you do that, we'd be honored to. Okay. Yeah. Anybody else? Natalie, you're cool. Connie, anything we can help you with? No.
I love it.
I do have something to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I'm responding it for myself, and I've got some good answers. But I want to know what you guys think about it, because obviously you're in the same situation than me. I was in a Defyeneurs already, and I'm looking into influence. I'm interested. I've got the contract signed. I'm ready to go. But I have this. Why do I want to be in another Defyeneur again? Like, is that like, why do I want to be in there again? Like, I was there two editions ago.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, what? That's what when I was contacting Jerry, I was asking him what are going to be the questions, because how different is it going to be from the others? Am I going to say my same story and the same thing? So why do I want to be in another one? My answer is because I want to be in the book.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm an author and I write books. That's what I do. So to be in the book, that's the reason why I want to be in the magazine.
Yeah.
Honestly, am I excited about being in another Defyeneurs? Been there, done that, right? I'm excited because I get to work with you again, and I love being around you guys. It's exciting. It's called the social media attention. It's one more thing, right? That will be again exposure, and I loved all the tips, and I will put it to use and much better. It's not like I have a lot left of my magazines because I've used them other ways. I have not done specifically this, and I want to use it this way. Also, I was using it as a tool to sell more of my books. So you're selling the books, so I'm giving the Defyeneurs magazine on top as a increased value. So when people purchase my book, then they get the $13 value, a free magazine with it, and it's like, wow, oh my gosh, like the extra little thing that you get for free, right? So I've been using it this way, and it's been working very well. It's not like it's not like I have my cases back in my garage and I have maybe like 10 left. So So,
may I share? May I share why I went? Because I did do a second issue. I actually contacted Jerry and said I have to be in Visionaries. It is a totally different platform. It is a totally different story. But here's why I did it, was because not only do I knew there's a journey with this whole Defyeneurs movement that's going to be part of where I go with my purpose and my why, but it was to be surrounded in that platform with all of those other visionary people, so I could raise my level of expertise as a visionary, being aligned with those other visionaries. That's why I called Jerry. I said, because he kept me informed, we have 2 more to go, and I called him. I said, I have to be in it. I said, I have to be in it. That's it. And he pulled out a totally different nugget from my story that makes this interview in Visionaries very different than, it's like part 2 of my adventurous journey. So totally different. And now, because I'm on this Zoom, the ideas are flowing. I'm going to send this out to 50 totally different people. And they're going to be people that I want to work with and be a consultant for and lend my credibility to, but it's going to be a whole different world that I'm going to be able to reach out to. So, and it was also because I didn't want to miss out on the fun that goes with all this Defyeneurs energy. To be in this one, but so that's why I did it. I totally hear you, Natalie. I asked the question myself, and but I just knew that without too much thinking, and I do have a husband who thinks, well, you're already in one, why do you need to be in another? but I knew that it was just going to draw to a totally different part of Mo that nobody knows about. And I probably didn't really know I was capable of until I had the interview with Jerry on it. It was actually more raw than this one, because this is what I do as my career. The Visionaries is what my future holds as a visionary. So yeah, totally different platform, and it just is rewarding, and it's going to be even more rewarding for what it brings.
Thanks, Mo. That's amazing, and thanks, Natalie, for sharing that with us. That's really we love knowing that. We love knowing what's attracted you and what's on your mind. That we love that. So thank you for sharing that, and thanks, Mo. Look at as well, like Mo was sharing, this is a totally different platform. Another thing is, see it also, every issue launches a different kind of energy, a different conversation in the world. What do you like influence the conversation around influence? And look at how that can actually enhance your brand and just you being part of that, wrap around your brand. I know I've been speaking to people kind of being one of the leads on the Influence Project around how, the greatness that they're going to be up to in 2017, how this will just enhance it, the whole Influence initiative. So yeah, being part of the book is great, but it's just the whole energy and conversation that Influence will initiate starting in January, right? It's just going to be a year of it. So I don't know if that adds to it as well. So yeah, but thank you for that, Natalie. That's really exciting for us to know and hear as well. So thank you. Okay, so any other questions? I don't want to go too much longer. I might lose my voice too. So, but was this really helpful for you guys? Because we really, like I said, this is a platform we want you to use to shine a light even bigger of what you're doing in the world. So any way that we can help, Jerry and I are there for you. Okay. Like that's what we exist to do. Jerry exists. He says to me, Ange, oh my God, I know I get lit up when I get to shine a light on someone. I just love it. I exist for it. If I can shine a light as to what someone's doing on the world. And so this just becomes a medium. That's so anything we can do for you guys, like we're there. So, and the intention behind this was for you to really maximize this, because sometimes when the issue goes out, I see people maybe a few months later, they still have copies. Not Natalie, she just has a few, right? But we really want to help you really leverage that platform, okay, to inspire others as to what you're doing. So that's about it from my part. This will be recorded. So anybody that you think that, any of the platforms that...
Yeah. Would you be able to send that out to... how could the profiles, I'd love to help the people in this magazine, Sue Mays and Dr. Prouse and others receive this information. So would you be sending it out to people, or how would we access this link to the
You know what, I am going to be sending, they were all on my email list, Mo, but what I would actually invite you to do is I'll send it out to them. But if there's a second one, because you were the one that actually brought people like Christy and Sue to us to examine this platform, if it also comes from you saying, hey guys, I was on this call and this is really helpful to help you share this platform. If it comes from you, double whammy, great. We want, please do that, okay? So I will send the link out to everyone, but if you want to re-emphasize it and what you received from it, and more importantly, the actions that you're going to take as a result of this, we'd love to know that, and please share it with people, okay? All right? So, and if you have any further ideas from this, let us know. Okay, we're all open ears. Okay, so thanks so much. I think Marcia joined us, but she was sick, so she still joined us. She's there. So hi, Marcia. We hope you're feeling better. Okay, so thanks so much, guys. Thanks, Natalie, for joining us from Vancouver. Love you, and we'll look forward to talking to you all very soon. Okay, thanks, Mo, again for all your insights. I so appreciate it. Okay.
My pleasure. Thanks, everyone.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
All the best.
Thanks, Mo.
Bye, Connie. Bye. Bye,
Bye,
Margaret.
gorgeous.
Bye.